Hello guys and gals, if is everyone backwards here, welcome back to part 2 of my 1111 Memories Retold 100% achievement / trophy guide, and we have already reached part 3 of the game, chapter 1. So first things first, right, just at the back right here there is a little collectible to grab first of all, so we can start off there, nice and easy, and then we can just head on to the outside. Hopefully the last video helps you guys out as well. We'll be coming to the end. We'll be doing the whole of part 3. And we will also be getting all 7 endings. So the rest of the achievements, the rest of the collectibles in this video as well.
Back home in Canada. But there I was, 4 months into a stretch, at the pleasure of the German army. I was to be transferred to the country.
Go ahead, go up to the left-hand side, and just past this post and the building, there will be yet another collectible through the slushy snow. Yeah, this one was probably definitely my favourite part. This whole game so far has been absolutely fantastic, but part 3, really, the story really comes together, and so many emotions that hit you, and it's just absolutely fantastic. All of this part is absolutely brilliant. Really enjoyed it. But just nip past where the guys are playing football then, and your pigeon will knock off another collectible on the lamppost right there. So go ahead and pick that one up. And then Julian wants you to go to him, but first of all we'll just nip right at the end, just where these 2 guards are, and just past the truck there's a little way you can go down to the end, and that'll pick up another collectible. Post office part 2 out of 3. And then we can just head on back, and now we can talk to Julian, since we've got all the 3 collectibles from this area.
So, on cleaning duty this morning, I went through all their cupboards. I got your camera, your notebook, and anything else with your name on. I stashed it all together. It's ready to go. Listen, I'm on a break, but they got me cleaning the guard block again. You know what that means? Today's the day, Birdman. Shift starts again soon, and there's only 1 guard right now. Come on. Come on, Harry.
Alright, sorry, I just absolutely lied to you. There's 1 more collectible that we need to get, and it's just in this little area. So, again, through the slushy, sludgy snow. And there will be one right at the end again.
Hurry, quick! Come on, Harry! Okay, Birdman, time to do your thing. Wait until I'm inside. You distract the Fritz, and I'll get your stuff. I'll meet you out back. I've already stashed your things. I just need a distraction, like we discussed, right?
Apologies about that. I was looking at the notes, seeing where the hell I had to go. I got lost again. But it's basically right down to where these couple of guards are. Talk to Julian, and then you'll need to chuck your pigeon in. Make him cause some chaos by shitting on a German's head. That is always some bang tidy chaos, that one. And yeah, and then Julian will sort you out with what you need. Try, that still makes me laugh. Wait, best way to cause chaos? Shit on a German's head. No offence to any Germans again watching this, but yeah, nip over. Julian will give you your stuff.
Go hide it in your bunk before anyone sees.
I had to hide them. A stack of letters, months worth. The guards have been holding all of our mail. Now you'd think, that many letters from Julia, I'd have torn them open. But if I got caught, I'd never get out. I had to hide them. It was torture.
Now, because Harry is obviously not very subtle with this at all, you'll just need to sneak by a couple of guards, but they're easy enough. None of them move at all, so just follow the exact same path I take. Somehow the guard right opposite you here does not notice you, because every game character does not have a corner vision, apparently. So thank you to all game developers for that, but get to your bed and you'll hide it very sort of pathetically. Although then again, if you do get caught, you'll probably get shot, so I can kind of understand that.
I'd also forgotten that Kurt had given me his address, back in Vimy. He lived on a farm, and I was due to be transferred out to the country. It gave me an idea, and I knew just the man who could help. Yes.
Dear Catherine, 4 months of asking and still they do not grant my leave. All that is left is my duty now. I wake some mornings forgetting why I came here in the first place. The only thing that keeps me going, the only light I see are these letters home to you and our darling daughter. The weather here has turned a lot colder. I ride surrounded by snow. Please tell Lucie.
So I had Kurt's address, and was to be transferred to the country the next day. If anyone knew how to change a movement order, it would be my friend Julian.
Change the address on your movement orders? Impossible. You're crazy. You can try, but it's your funeral, Birdman. Follow me.
So basically what we are needing to do now is to change Harry's transfer papers to get the train to Kurt's farm out in Schleswig-Holstein in Germany.
Right in the cabinet at the back. But that's the officers' quarters. You're not getting in there without a damn good distraction.
Soccer. I hadn't played since I was at school. I hated sports. I was never any good at them. But, for my plan, I didn't need to be.
Well, no more football for us. Our ball's stuck on the roof.
So what we need is a distraction, and luckily with this distraction it will also give us another achievement. So go up and send your pigeon to knock the football off the roof, and you will now be invited to have a little kickabout. And Harry, being Canadian, will not be very good. No offence to the Canadian football team. So yeah, talk to the guy in the middle, and basically it's a penalty shootout. England versus Canada. We all know how this is going to go. We all know England is shite usually on penalty shootouts, but yeah, Canada is way worse. But hey, at least you get an achievement out of it, don't you? So What you'll need to do now then is run straight. Now that the doors are free and open with the guard being distracted, run straight in, but be careful because one guard will come out of here right now. So be careful not to run in too quickly and then hide in this little box here. Alright then, wait for him to walk back on by and you should be good to just sneak out now. He shouldn't really turn around again, but, you know, be quick just in case. Head to the right as soon as you enter the door and there's another collectible here. British Discharge, part 4 of 4. Now you can head straight up onto the ladder. Again, somehow the guard doesn't hear you. Deaf guards. Not good back then. You can sort of sneak around, doesn't really make a difference what you do here. That is the room you'll need to go in, so we'll sneak down the other end of the ladder. You'll need to do a bit of distraction here and jumping into that curtain. So tip over this wine bottle, that'll distract the guard, but you'll have to be quite quick about getting to, well, I say quite quick. You can really crawl there and the guard doesn't see the curtain moving, which is always handy for us again. Now this guard won't go back to his post for some reason, he'll just piss off, which is great again for us. Now before, do not hit that table on the right there, go straight out of this door on the left hand side first, which is where you'll find one more collectible right here. And now we should actually be good to go. Now there should be nothing left. But that is very important because if you hit that table, this one right here, it will actually end the scene and you'll have to replay the chapter.
I was on the train before I had the chance to finally read Julia's letters.
So play as Harry, as we've been doing usually all of the time. Hopefully you've got a better D-pad than me as well, so mine doesn't look like it's spasming out all the time.
Home. Not yet, anyway. But I did have my camera back. To most on the Allied side, Germany was a machine, efficient and relentless. But there were people starving on that train, people that needed help.
Ich habe solchen Hunger.
Hast in diesem Wagen nichts verloren, Gefangener? Raus hier!
Right then, so what we are meant to do is help that little girl right there, but we'll just walk on by. All the Germans hate you, as is, well, as was to be expected, to be fair. So we'll just be going, we'll do some carriage hopping right here. Excuse me. These couple of Germans on top of these bunk beds will be coming back for just a little bit later on for another achievement. But for now, just walk on by. And there will be a collectible on the left hand side just before you hit the door. Right there in the gleaming sun. So with that, now we can just move on ahead still. And now we're on to the older posher area. Now this one you can't pick up, this collectible, but you have to take a photo of it. And that will count as a collectible. So get your camera out. There's a pigeon head in there as well. So all is good. Unless you're scared of pigeons and diseases and stuff. Now there will be one door open on the left with nobody in it, which will have another collectible. Or, sorry, you've got to open it yourself, you lazy bastard. No, I'm just joking. Obviously. I tend to joke about crap things a lot. You've probably already noticed. We're almost coming to the end of the game now anyway. So what we can do now is go back. Take a picture of all the starving Germans. You've got to take pictures of 3.
And as I took those photos, I wondered, had my plan to get to Kurt's farm even worked?
I had 10 days at home and barely knew where to begin. I knew only that Lucie needed me.
And now we are at Kurt's house. So the first thing that we need to do is a collectible just in between the chest of drawers and the drawers there. Kurt's on leave from the war. By the way, that's why you're home. And there's one just by the foot of the bed as well. So go ahead and pick that one up. And we'll be coming up to another achievement as well, as you've probably been expected to by now in this game. So go ahead, go to the right there now. We will be heading downstairs. Nice little house for World War Germany. So go into the middle drawer there, not either side. The middle one will house another collectible. And just, sorry guys, just give me a second here. Okay, right, sorry. It's literally the second drawer over from where you were. I was literally just trying to read and figure out where the hell that second one was. That's another collectible, but there then go underneath the stairs. Or, you know what, leave the underneath the stairs. Go to the back of the room in the left drawer is another collectible. Let's go ahead and pick that one up.
Lotti dir im Krieg geholfen, Papa?
Yes, she did indeed.
Ist Lotti eine deutsche Katze, Papa? Was hat sie in Frankreich gemacht?
Sorry about this, guys. There's so many things, going on. Now we can go under the stairs. So many little sort of collectibles and everything around this area.
Große Scheibe, Papa.
Let's pick up the bread anyway there, and then put it down on the table. Yeah, like I said, in this small little area, there's so much that's going on. It's sort of, my writing's pathetic as well, so I had to really concentrate to read my own writing then as well. So obviously, with some bread, we need to get a knife, which is on the right, to the right of the stove, and it'll be in the left-hand side drawer. So again, go ahead and pick that one up. And then we can head back down to the bread. Today. Eventually. Now you don't have to open the stove straight away, but we are doing this for an achievement that's coming up in just a little bit. So, again, you can do it at any point, but I just do it there, so I know that it's all ready for it. So, go ahead, just cut the bread now for little darling Lucie.
Mama hat gesagt, du hättest im Schlaf geschrien. Ist alles in Ordnung? Papa, können wir Lotti für immer behalten? Danke, Papa. Du hast mir gefehlt.
Guten Morgen, Kurt. Ich habe Dr. Siegfrieds Stethoskop aus dem Dorf mitgebracht. Für Lucie. Lucie, hast du dein Brot gegessen?
So this is the reason I opened the stove then. We'll need to collect 4 bits of logs. Go straight to the right actually first. Collect another collectible. But for the achievement Burn It All, we need to collect 4 logs and put them all in the stove. But you can only do one at a time. You shouldn't really have any trouble with it because they are all marked with an interaction button. So there's the first one right there.
Maybe it was Lucie's illness. Maybe it was the war. But I never mentioned Max.
And once that's in the stove, then head on back outside. And you'll see that the interaction marker has now been greyed out. Meaning, you've picked that one up, that one's good to go. So you know you're not picking up the same one. There's 2 that are right here. And there is one then to the other side, which is by an axe. hilariously, the guide I seen said it was all the way down the other end of the garden. So that's why you see me make a good old lap of the garden. But now we can go straight to the well and lift that up, take the water back to the house, and that'll end the scene.
I did what I could, but we remained hungry.
I remember that little girl so clearly. She was
Right then, so back as Harry. Now, we'll be coming back to this point for an achievement later on. I just want to show you the first part of the giving the German the chocolate. You see those boxes that you can push there? We'll come back and do that later. We'll just go and get another collectible first. Like I said, it's always better to just get all the collectibles in the area out the way, just in case you end up clicking on something that ends the scene, and you've got to replay the whole chapter, etc., etc. So just keep going back past all these starving Germans. And there will be a collectible oh so soon. Past all these, go on, sort of wiggle your way past. Don't call me a shoe, you're a shoe. You're a shoe. Finally wiggle past, open the door, and there's one more collectible on the right hand side. So now I believe that is that. Wheel your way back past the man and the shoe woman. I've got nothing to say to you either, because I can't understand you. Okay? Okay. So now, like I said, we'll be going straight back to the point where I showed you earlier, where you can push the boxes, because there's a little bit of chocolate behind there, and you'll need to give a couple of pieces to 2 starving Germans, and that will unlock you another achievement. There you go, so just push them out the way, and it's literally directly on your left there.
where that chocolate belonged to?
I genuinely don't know why he only takes the one. If you're starving, you'd sort of take a shitload for yourself, wouldn't you, really? I know people that don't even get very starving. In fact, they're full most of the time and they still eat all the chocolate, so... yeah, very nice, you Harry. Right, the German already notices that you've got chocolate, and there's only 2 to interact with. He is not one of them. This guy is not one of them either. This is your first one to give a little bit of peace to. I don't know how a piece is supposed to fend off starvation, but again, you know, we're in the era of the fat bastards and we can eat anything we want. So, give another piece to this German soldier, and that unlocks the achievement Generoso. Generoso if I was Italian, which I'm not, so it's generous. So you can speak to this German soldier if you want, but the main bit of the story, now you've got all the collectibles and this achievement, you just head back down to where you were sitting as Harry in the very first carriage. Give the chocolate to a little bit of a girl. Give a little bit of chocolate to the starving girl. End the scene. Job done.
Oh, danke für die Schokolade.
And for some reason, it reminded me of the man whose life I accidentally sent Allied intelligence to. The German and his cat.
So then now we are going to play as Lottie the cat, I think potentially for the last time. So we'll be getting a few collectibles, turn around straight away, go and back up the pigeon again. And he'll drop a collectible, which we'll get with Kurt in a little while. Climb up onto this box right now, onto the tree, and then there's a collectible to the left, but go to the right first. And then jump on like this little roofy bit, knock this one down. Hello James, how we do, pal? And nip back onto the tree and go towards the left. Hit the collectible off and now we should be good to go. So now what we'll actually be doing is following Lucie, finding Lucie. Jump through the window, jump off the bed. And then Lucie is right there in front of you. Lauf. I know what run is in German now. Lauf. Lauf. That's all I know. And I know Danke. Lauf Danke. Run, thank you. Anyway, do what I just did on the screen. And now Lucie's going to have a goddamn hell of a coughing attack.
I did what I could, but Lucie remained ill.
So before we rush up to our quite ill daughter, go outside and just to the left by this big old tree, there is another collectible. Again, you know, your daughter's having a coughing attack and everything, but don't panic, don't worry about her. You just get your collectibles first, which you can see right in the middle of the field, or the garden. Again, no panicking, don't worry, you know. Father of the Year and all that. Just go over to where the barn door is, and there is one just by the plank of wood there. And again, no rush, you know. No, sorry, there is. No, there is no more. Sorry, my bad. So now we can actually go and see how Lucie's doing. Not good, by the way.
Kurt! Kurt, komm schnell! Wir brauchen dich!
I wish I knew how to help my little girl. I came home to see my wife and my daughter, to spend time with my family, and yet none of us spoke. I thought I could come home from the war. I thought I could leave it behind. But I understand now, Katrin, and I'm sorry. I can never leave the war behind. The war follows me wherever I go.
Somebody's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell. Who could this be? Who is ruining Lucie coughing time? Oh my god, it's Harry! How the hell did he get right meow?
Sure enough, I found myself on Kurt's doorstep. I didn't know how he'd react. So while I looked for food, Kurt looked for medicine for his little girl. Kurt trusted me with one of his ration tickets, but people weren't too friendly.
Right then, so this is like the last big area now before the game finishes. So what we do is we can now transfer to Lottie as well as Harry and Kurt. So that's what we'll do straight away then. So transfer to Lottie and basically just follow the exact path I take because we'll be on the hunt for some knock it down collectibles. So I did lie a little bit earlier on when I said that was the last time we were playing as Lottie. This might be the last time. I really can't remember. So that now is all the collectibles off all the roofs done. So now we can transfer, we can go back to Harry as Harry. And now we'll be able to go ahead and pick up all the collectibles. So first things first then, there's one just off to the right in front of you right there. And next, if we keep going that same way, there will be one just in the corner of the flower bed. Angel woman, and then keep going, and there's one literally right in front of you again called the Alps Village, and then again keep on going, there's one just to the left hand side as well. So 4 collectibles in quite close proximity, and continue on forward then, keep continuing, and hey Kurt, what up? Now we'll just keep going onto the sort of big main path area, and there's one just on the corner of the building right here. Now Harry's main objective is basically there's a little girl just there where we need to buy bread off. But if you just go around the corner, there's another collectible. So there's quite a few in this area. And now head up to past this bar where this drunk dude is. And there should be another one just behind this cart. I was going to say this Kurt then, which would have been hilarious, but no. I'm sure you've heard enough crap jokes for one video. And this is where you will be playing then your last slaps game. These women can be quite good, but you should be even better. So you kick their asses. You kick the granny's asses. And after that, you get an achievement.
We get ticket. Good. Ticket on table.
Nicht vergessen, Edith. So wie wir es geübt haben.
Was? Hat er gerade gewonnen? Was? Hat er gerade gewonnen? Wie kann der so schnell sein?
Na toll, er hat gewonnen.
Reingefallen, Leute! Wir haben gar kein Essen!
So there you go then, bam, that should now be all 5 games of slaps completed, plus another one for beating the grannies in the village. So hopefully, again, if you've been following the video, you should have those 2 unlocked right now. So go ahead, transfer over to Kurt. Harry will just be standing there like the useless Canadian he is in this German village where everyone hates him. So, so what we do then, we can now this is another tricky collectible. Don't talk to this woman. This was the wrong woman, sorry, it's the one next to her. Basically, if you talk to this woman right here, Make sure to talk to her again, and she will give you a collectible. That one was very, very tricky, because not a lot of people, you don't really tend to talk to people twice. So that one was very tricky to find, but make sure you talk to her twice, and you should be good to go. And now, if we can transfer back as Harry. Sorry, D-pad was taking the goddamn piss nitch again. And now we should be able to go and talk to this little girl here, and she will give you a loaf of bread. Don't walk away, bitch. Give the girl a ticket.
Wir haben noch ein Leib. Nur für Sie.
I finally found a loaf of bread. Food for Kurt's family.
Right then, so returning as Kurt. Now, what I do here is there's a collectible, which is there's a locked door right in front of you there. That will open up a bit later on. For some reason, I was just checking to see if it was unlocked. But go through this little alleyway anyway, and there should be Dr. Siegfried in the back. So go ahead and talk to him.
Zumindest wurde Jonas anständig begraben. Dank dir, Kurt. Jonas hat uns vielleicht verlassen, aber deine Tochter ist noch bei uns. Diese Pflanze könnte helfen. Koch sie in Wasser, gib Lucie den Sud zu trinken. Entschuldige mich, Kurt. Ich möchte allein sein. Viel Glück, mein Freund.
Now I could take care of Lucie. I could work on my plan for Harry.
It was then Kurt showed me his plan. Seemed like he wanted to build a balloon. At the time, I had no idea why. A real hot air balloon. And he wanted my help.
Come with Harry.
So now you're probably thinking, what in the goddamn hell is going on? So go up where Kurt just went and follow him. And he's telling you to pick something up. And it's just a bit of material. Basically, what Kurt is going to build you is a balloon. Now, sorry, Kurt actually disappeared at that point because I went up as Kurt because I thought that same door with the collectible unlocked, but it didn't. So follow the path I take as Harry. Now, if you can't pick up the material that is right there, what you need to do is actually go and knock on his door. You've just seen him in the side window there. So you'll need to actually knock on his door to distract him, and then you can go ahead and pick it up. I didn't knock on the door before, which is why I can't pick it up right now.
Finger weg von der Uniform, Tommy!
Moment, ich komme schon.
Du Bestie, weg!
Anyway, it's a free country, bitch. It's my material. Unless it's got your name on it. Right, so go back to where Kurt went to see Dr. Siegfried earlier. And that is where you'll find the final bit of material. And he calls me a murderer, which... Hey man, it's not my fault, come on.
The inn opened its doors to the public. I knew Kurt was looking for a barrel. This was good timing. But would they let me in? I was the enemy after all.
So now, finally, the inn's doors have opened. So now we can finally grab that collectible after about 3 or 4 times of attempting to go up there earlier on. Again, if you want to talk to people around the village, you know, you're obviously more than welcome to do that and find out people's stories. But there is one just at the end of the bar, which I believe is the final collectible for this area. And now what you have to do is just go and talk to the barman here, and then Harry will nip out and grab that barrel while the barman is distracted.
And Kurt gave him someone to talk to. The perfect distraction.
Suchst du immer noch deinen Sohn, Kurt? Der Krieg kennt kein Mitleid, Kurt. Dem Krieg ist egal, wen er tötet. Ich hoffe, du findest deinen.
aber sei nicht so optimistisch. Wie fühlst du dich? Endlich wieder zu Hause. Es heißt ja, der Krieg hinterlässt unauslöschbare Spuren in jedem Mann. Stimmt das? Du siehst etwas müde aus.
Remember, I had no idea what was going on. What use did Kurt have for a balloon? But whatever I said on the long walk home, Kurt's response was always the same. He pointed toward the sky.
So that is what happened, Katrin. I took these things from the village. I made a plan to help the man who I believed to be a hero. To repay my debt for the time he saved my life. And for the time he sent Allied intelligence to help me. I wanted to build a balloon for him. I wanted to send him home. To set him free.
Another absolutely beautiful and brilliant pigeon scene. It's absolutely stunning.
Before I met Kurt, I imagined any German would kill me as soon as look at me. And I guess that's because of the stories I was told, you know? To folks back home, he would have been an evil Hun. But he was also a father. He was also a husband. And he was also my friend.
But I was too quick to trust the Canadian. Too quick to call him a friend. I see now how foolish I've been. I see now I was wrong.
But Kurt wanted to build a balloon, and I think he meant to build it for me.
So once that is over then, now we will be back at Kurt's farm as both Kurt and Harry. So first things first, all the collectibles and everything, we've got a couple inside to get. So just open up the door. Use all your strength, boy, come on. Alright, head in then, and first things first, head to the right, to the back, to the right, and there is one just in the left hand corner, but you've actually got to sort of wiggle Harry about to sort of pick it up. You can't actually stand right next to it and pick it up. You've got to sort of wiggle him about first. And straight after this then, what we'll do, head straight over to the other side, and there will be one just in the corner here. And then after that one, we will now need to head on to the, basically the front of the barn, and there will be one in the left hand corner as well. And there should be one more up the ladder on the right hand side, this one here. So climb, climb, climb with all your might. And just in the back corner, there it is. We'll need to come back here a little bit later on for some more collectibles, but for now, that is absolutely everything. And by the way, sorry if I'm sounding a bit funny. I've literally just been to the dentist and the one half of my mouth is completely numb. So everyone's happy, right? Not me, because I'm 50 pounds out and now it looks like I've sort of, you know, I'm all kind of messed up in the face for a bit. But it's all good. So what we need to do now, grab this barrow. You'll need to, well, you'll basically both push it in. And this should end the scene. Now, remember earlier on when I said part 3 really brings out the story and emotion? Well, this is the part where the story really gets heated and really gets going, and you will see why in just a second. But it does require you to remember back to part 1 as Harry, taking a certain photograph, and you'll see why just now.
At the time, I thought maybe there'd been an accident and he needed my help. It never occurred to me that I'd done anything wrong. It just never occurred to me.
I love the way Kurt shouts Harry. Right, before you head upstairs, there's a picture of a gun on the wall right here. Take a picture of it. You'll have about 2 or 3 opportunities to take it, but this will be for an achievement later on, so just get it out the way now. Harry!
Das ist er. Das ist er. Das ist mein Sohn. Und du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst dort. Ist er tot? Du Mörder!
I was as surprised as Kurt. I didn't know who Max was. So I'd build that balloon. Truth be told, there was not much else I could do.
So you can either punch him or you can leave him. I told you earlier I'm a good gamer, I'm a nice guy. I left him alone, but seeing Harry punched in the face is quite comical too. Sorry. So if you want to see both, well, you can just reload the checkpoint and go again. So as you wake up as Harry, then go into the left bedroom where Kurt was earlier on, and you'll find a collectible on the sort of dresser table there, and that should be the only one in the bedroom, I think. Yes. So now we can carry on, go downstairs. So go into the middle cabinet again, as you did with Kurt earlier, to find another collectible. And then head on to the right-hand drawer by the left-hand side of the stove to find yet another collectible. And then once we have finally done that, again, this is another opportunity you can use to get the Chekhov's gun achievement. So if you haven't taken a picture, you can do so there again. So now we can go in, get the bread, and do the same as we did for Lucie earlier, because there should be no more collectibles left now. So if you haven't got it, the reason Kurt was extremely pissed off with Harry, if you remember in part 1, you had to get water and food with Jazz for a couple of Germans. The German guy didn't want it, and then Harry had to take a picture before Major Barrett shot him. Well, that was Kurt's son, Max, who Harry took the picture of. Bum bum bum, big reveal. Holy shit. Yes, so that's why Kurt was pissed off, just in case somebody missed that, or I went a bit too quick on that scene there.
And for once, it wasn't from Julia. The postmark was from Newport, in Belgium.
Ein Brief für Harry Lambert.
Harry, my boy. It took me forever to track you down. I've thought of you often since Passchendaele. And I'm sorry, Harry. For everything. For dragging you into this war. For leaving you there.
Wir müssen über die Brücke, bevor sie gesprengt wird, Kurt!
As we move against the Allies, as everyone focuses on the attack.
So there you have it then. Kurt's gone back to war because he is now on the lookout for Major Barrett, thanks to Harry's picture. So go into this little hole right here. Now what you're supposed to do is actually fix the radio. But I end up going ahead and getting shot. So where the radio is, right there in the scene, just go ahead and fix that first. Just skip forward a couple of seconds to see me fix it. I didn't even realize you could get shot and die here, which is mad.
Die sprengen die Brücke gleich in die Luft. Wir müssen über die Brücke, bevor sie zerstört wird. Die sprengen die Brücke gleich in die Luft. Die Brücke wird bald gesprengt. Beeilung!
Die Luftunterstützung ist da. Flugzeug in Reichweite und einsatzbereit.
Vielleicht kommt auf der anderen Frequenz noch mehr über die Alliierten.
So once you easily fix the radio, now you can just actually move ahead. Nobody will be shooting at you because now the German planes will attack.
The Major? Last time I saw him was when the shell hit at Passchendaele. I couldn't believe he survived it.
So back as Harry then, we again will need to collect another few collectibles, as if you haven't noticed, we've been doing quite a lot through the game. So go straight to the well then. The first collectible will be on the ground. It'll fall onto the ground from the well once you pull the bucket up. And then next thing to do is eventually, Jesus, come on, go and tell your pigeon to knock off. In fact, we're getting an achievement here, sorry. That's the one. So your pigeon now will knock off a couple of apples. 4, I think. So this sort of might be hard to find, but just sort of press the A or X button if you're on PlayStation. Sort of around the areas. You should see, again, an interaction button on the floor. And there's a bowl actually on the kitchen table. So just go ahead and put the apple in there. No problem in German, Lucie. No problem. No, that was French. Anyway, just go ahead, pick up the rest of the apples and just leave me with my pathetic excuse for accents.
Danke, Harry. Danke, Harry. Danke, Harry.
So, happy days then. That is all the apples collected. Another achievement unlocked. Job done. Now we can move out and head to the barn. First things first, before you try and open the door, just go ahead and pull that crate out of the way there, because this will happen.
Damn crate.
The door absolutely jams. Let's get the crate out of the way. Again, there's another collectible or two in here, which we will actually come to later, because this will end the scene. And we'll go back as Kurt, and we'll be getting another 2 achievements. They might sound and seem a little tricky, but they're actually not. So the scene will end here. The collectibles, again, you can come back and get to later. But what you have to do, Kurt's in like a dream sequence now. So for the 2 achievements, you have to basically run into 20 ghosts. They're actually ghosts. And then what you have to do is quit out, continue again, and then you actually have to hit no ghosts at all. So first things first then, what you have to do, make sure to turn around right away because there is a collectible there. And now you can just easily run into 20 ghosts, get the achievement, and then quit out and continue. Yeah, so now quit out and continue as I've said. Now it looks like you'll be actually replaying the chapter straight away, which you might think, oh, for God's sake. But actually it just puts you right back into the same spot you were as Kurt just now. So remember, this time we have to, there's 2 collectibles on this path, but you have to make sure to not hit any ghosts. And there's only one really like clump of ghosts, which is sort of in the beginning, and then the rest sort of spread out to the side so you can nip straight through the middle. So again, make sure to turn around and grab the collectible first off. And then take your time, there's no need to rush. No need to blast through. And don't get too close because that will actually count as hitting a ghost. And you'll see when you do, just in case, because obviously they go up in a bit of smoke. So now they sort of filter out to either side, so now you should be able to just run, and there's a collectible on the right hand side by a tree. You should see it spinning on the ground there. Just wait for the one guy to nip on past and go ahead and grab that. And now you should be able to just smash it through to the end and your achievements will unlock.
Du suchst nach den Kanadiern? Da hinten haben wir einen zurückgelassen.
Die Tommys haben Scharfschützen in diesem Gebiet. Geh lieber nicht weiter.
Every Canadian I capture either claims ignorance.
And now it's just a case of running from cover to cover. If the light starts shining really, really bright, that means you're going to get shot, as you'll see there. So just make sure to crouch whenever you see that and get into cover as quickly as possible.
I'm no threat to you. Is that Major Barrett? I don't know where he is, I swear.
Barrett, Katrin. His name is Barrett.
I daydreamed a lot back then. If I could finish that balloon, I thought, maybe somehow I could escape. Maybe somehow I could get back to Julia.
So again, back as Harry. Now we'll be finally getting the collectibles in the barn. So head straight out. No collectibles or anything in here. Lucie's gone somewhere, so you don't have to do anything. Try not to walk straight into the wall, like I did for some reason. And let's just head straight in. And first things first then, go, you can just see it. It was direct sort of on the left by the hay and stuff. So once that one is picked up then, we will now turn around and head to the other side of the barn to go up the ladder. Haha. And there's a collectible, as you can see, right in front of you. Literally. And that's the prisoner's letter, part 3 of 3. And I'm pretty sure now that is done. So now we can just go ahead and click on the balloon to get us the hell out of here. And now we are coming up to the end. We've got another part as Kurt to do.
As the months went by, Katrine kept me updated about Kurt. She'd point to maps to show me where he was, explain as best she could. Kurt sure didn't give up easy.
So for this next bit, as Kurt then literally just press B to threaten every single time, and an achievement will pop out at the end. Now you've only got 2 dialogue choices, X and B, and the X button on screen will actually shake very violently. Basically, but do not press it. Do not press it. Press B every time.
Was wollen Sie denn von mir? Bitte, ich habe einen Sohn. Ich habe das Foto noch nie gesehen. Das schwöre ich. Moment, das ist doch Major Barrett. Sind Sie hinter dem her?
Er weiß etwas. Man sieht's an seinen Augen.
Angeblickt ist er durchgedreht. Er würde abgezogen.
Droh ihm, Kurt. Er hat Angst.
Er ist jetzt an mir stationiert in Newport. Mehr weiß ich nicht.
He is in Newport, Katrin, and I will find him. I will find Barrett. It's only a matter of time.
Katrine showed me the letter. Kurt's search for Barrett had led him to the Belgian coast. He'd found him.
So then now we are starting to come up to the end and hit the 7 endings. You've got one more little bit to do as Kurt, but I will briefly explain to you what will happen. So there'll be a couple of cutscenes, and there'll be a point where you have to choose to either save Kurt or go back home to Julia. And I will obviously explain as we come up to the point. But what we'll need for the first 2 endings to do, you need to go home to Julia. So again, you'll be clicking the X button, but I'll come up to that point in just a little bit when we get to it.
You can't see the war from the ground, because on the ground, you are the war. I'll never forget that moment, because in that moment, I truly understood what I'd been a part of. But I was tired, and I needed sleep. I barely knew which way was up anymore. What the hell was I even doing here? Maybe Kurt found Barrett days ago. Hell, maybe Kurt was already dead.
So this is the final part as Kurt that we will be doing. We will need to replay this a little bit later on, but that's when you've got to save Kurt. But again, I'll come back to that later. So just head up to the house for now. There's a British soldier. Basically, he's going to take the piss out of you right here. Sadly, you can't kick him in the face even if you wanted to.
What are you doing here, filthy Fritz?
Filthy Fritz.
The armistice anyhow. You lost, Fritz. You lost.
Ah, Miller. More wine.
I thought I was here to take photographs, sir.
You are here to get me wine. That's an order.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, Major B turned into a proper alcoholic when Harry left and his penis wouldn't get erect anymore. Sorry, I thought I'd stop that joke. Go to the left-hand side, the very left-hand side, pick up another collectible. There are 2 more collectibles left to get, and that should be that. But to get another achievement, go to the window and just simply press the A button.
How many, I wonder? How many lives lost under Major Barrett's command? They were just boys. Christ. They were just children.
And when he's done, go to the other side of the house, and before you head into the cellar there, click the window with the A button again, and that will unlock you another achievement.
I sent better men than me to their deaths. I robbed better men than me of their sons. But it's over. It's over. No more. Enough.
So once that's done then, just turn the wheel here and you'll be able to go into the cellar now to sneak into the room. And actually that is a very sad, I know I've taken the piss out of Major B throughout most of the game, but stop shoulder popping, Kurt, come on, serious now. But that is a very sad tale actually of how many sort of men and everything he's lost. This is just a cutscene, so carry on. Nothing to do, yeah.
Ugh, Kurt. Did I even want to save a man who didn't trust me?
Du hast dieses Bild gemacht. Du warst Mord. Der Tod. Mörder.
To him, I wasn't a friend. To him, I was the enemy now. A true friend would have heard me out. A true friend wouldn't have assumed the worst. I always thought if you cared about someone, that was unconditional, right?
I'm sorry to everyone watching, I did actually lie once again. There is one more collectible to get, and it is just behind this wine case right here. I hope that this video has still helped, even though I've lied to you a couple of times and potentially... anyway, sorry about that, but now we can carry on. There's nowhere to go down here. Now that is the last collectible. We've only got 2 more, each as Kurt and Harry to go, promise. So just climb up the ladder and then follow the only path. And then get ready for a lot of questioning. Now, the dialogue choices when you are talking to Major Barrett here do not matter. So you can absolutely pick anything you want. The scene does drag out a bit, sorry. But it's all for a very good reason anyway. But again, above the dialogue choices, it does not matter. So just carry on. And I will come back to it when the dialogue choices do matter for specific endings.
Fritz awakes, I see. I would apologize for knocking you out, Fritz, but, well, I'm just not sorry. But I am curious about these little souvenirs of yours. So many German casualties must be quite painful to look at. That's what you get for starting a war, I suppose. It's over now, Fritz. You lost.
Du hast mir meinen Sohn genommen. Was hast du mit ihm gemacht?
What are you trying to do? What else have we got here? How did you get this picture? Are you a spy or something?
Es interessiert mich ein Dreck, was du sagst. Genau wie deine Fotos. Einen Dreck. Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht?
I've got myself a feisty one here. What larks? Let's try another. Hang on a second. These look an awful lot like pictures taken by a friend of mine. These are Harry Lambert's photos. What did you do to him? I'm listening, Fritz.
Du kennst ihn. Dessen Namen ich nicht mehr ausspreche. Er widert mich an, genau wie du. Er hat gesehen, wie sie meinen Sohn gefangen hielten und nichts getan. Nichts!
Sir, there I was, right before the armistice, mid-air in a homemade balloon. I was free up there, free to choose. Did I risk my life for a man who hated me? Or live the life I always imagined? Share my photos with the world? Go home?
This is you in this picture. What the hell happened? Did you kill him? Is he dead? Answer me! If I found out you hurt Harry, you will beg me to kill you quickly.
Ich bin nicht hier, über ihn zu sprechen. Es ist mir egal, wie du mir egal bist. Ich bin deinetwegen hier. Ich will dich, Major Barrett.
Oh, he knows my name. Ha ha! This just keeps getting better.
Ja, ich kenne deinen Namen.
Now, this is the important bit. You'll have go home to Julia on your left, save Kurt on the right. For now, click the X button to go home to Julia.
Und Ehre, Unschuldige zu töten? Er ist doch schlimmer als du. Er ist ein Feigling mit einer Kamera, der glaubt, er wäre ein Held. You are the finest of men, Harry.
I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you. Now and always.
Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl.
Last picture, Fritz. So what about this one? Found this one in your inside pocket. What's so special about it, Fritz? Hang on a minute. That's me. Now you've really got my attention. And who's this young fellow I'm threatening?
Finger weg von dem Bild. Finger weg, du Mörder! Du... Erinnerst du dich an ihn, Barrett? Weißt du überhaupt, wie er heißt? Sein Name ist Max Waldner und er ist ein guter Mann. Er hat an diesen Krieg geglaubt und er wollte die Welt verändern. Er ist mein Sohn. Mein Sohn. Und du hast ihn mir genommen. Wo ist er jetzt? Sag mir, was mit Max geschehen ist. Oder ich schwöre beim Allmächtigen und bei allem, was mir heilig ist.
Oh, Fritz, I have no idea what you're saying.
My dearest Harry, I will not believe harm has come to you. I miss you so very much. To me, to all of us back home, you are a hero.
You should never have come here, Fritz. You see, to me, you're just one last little bit of war left to fight. We're moments away from peace, you and I. Funny in a way. How about a photo? For posterity. You understand? I'll get the camera.
Lose not. That drunkard. I do not remember it clearly, but I escaped and I ran.
Dad! Fritz!
I couldn't bring myself to do it. Kurt would be fine. I had to go home. I had to see Julia, had to get home. And this could be my only chance. So I set the pigeon free. I wouldn't need her anymore. For her and me, the war was over.
Fritz! All I want is a picture!
Okay then, here we go. So on this path there is one more collectible, so just keep your eye out, keep clicking the ARX button. You should see it just here anyway. It's just on the sort of slight right to you. There it is. So definitely really keep your eyes peeled for that one, just in case.
The one I planned to build for the Canadian. What happened to him, Katrin?
I think Kurt once wanted me to escape in this balloon, to go home. I hoped some part of him still wanted that. I hoped he'd found peace.
You know, you keep bleeding like this, and you die anyway. I can help. I can ease your pain. I think perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
Barrett was determined and relentless. For a fleeting moment, I almost respected him. Almost.
Even if he was still alive, this was Kurt's fight, not mine. I had my own life to live now. I had Julia.
Hiding is not one of your strengths, I see. What was your
So for this first ending then, all you'll have to do is click any dialogue choice you want until it gets to a point where it says shoot Barrett with the B button. So for now I just keep mashing the B button.
What were you planning to do?
And then as soon as the shoot Barrett button comes up, that is what you need to pick for this ending.
Well. I'm impressed, Fritz. Looks like you still have some fight left in you.
Still. Sei einfach still. Halt einfach deine Klappe. Okay?
I can see you're upset. What's your name, friend? Name.
Sein Name ist Max. Max Waldner. Hörst du? Max Waldner.
Max? That's a good name. A strong name. My name is Martin. Martin.
Deswegen bin ich hier. Nur deswegen.
Look behind you, friend. I've got far more guns than you have. Never mind them. They won't do anything unless you do.
And this is where your first ending achievement should unlock. Now you noticed I put the answer, basically the dialogue option, at the top of the screen, and now I will be doing that for the rest of them. So if you see any, that means you can click any dialogue, and then obviously X or B will be on top of the screen, so you know exactly the one that I'm pressing. So hopefully that's very clear, and you should have no issues with that.
So I went home. Took a couple of months to get there, but you should have seen Julia's face. Hell, you should have seen Taylor's. The old photography store seemed smaller somehow. Quiet. But I didn't mind that one bit.
Do not weep for me, Katrin, for I will be watching over you. I don't know how long I've left. I suspect only minutes. I'm so sorry I couldn't bring our son home. Perhaps I go to him now. Barrett is dead. Yet I feel no peace. Have I been a fool, Katrin? Have I been blinded by my own rage? I have no answers. Only doubt.
I'd done a lot over in Europe, and seen even more. Yet the only thing that stayed with me through it all was a single question. So I asked it. and she said yes.
If I have done wrong by you, Catherine, then I ask for forgiveness. Please tell Lucie.
Then, you came along. Julia became your mom, and I became your dad. And the rest is history.
You're a hero. Are you proud, Daddy?
I am.
We've got the first ending, part 3, and now if you just watch all of the credits here, you will get another achievement. I've actually cut them out as to obviously not add so much time, but it's definitely worth having a look at the credits to see who made this absolutely brilliant game. But watch them all and that will unlock another achievement for you. And then when we get to the main menu, just click continue. Don't click, do not click chapter select. Go ahead, hit continue, and yeah, we will be at the sort of same point where Kurt was.
So I set the pigeon free. I wouldn't need her anymore. For her and me, the war was over.
Come on, Fritz! All I want is a picture!
And again, just in case, look out for the collectible. I don't know if it counts again, so, you know, again, it's just on the right hand side of you, so collect that again.
I saw the strangest thing in the distance. A balloon. Like the one I planned to build for the Canadian. What happened to him, Catherine?
I think Kurt once wanted me to escape in this balloon. To go home. I hoped some part of him still wanted that. I hoped he'd found peace.
You know, you keep bleeding like this, and you die anyway. I can help. I can ease your pain. I think perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
Barrett was determined and relentless. For a fleeting moment, I almost respected him. Almost.
Even if he was still alive, this was Kurt's fight, not mine. I had my own life to live now. I had Julia.
Hiding is not one of your strengths, I see. What was your plan, just out of interest? You come here, you find me. What then? You don't even speak English.
And just remember, I put the dialogue option you need to pick at the top of the screen.
Well. I'm impressed, Fritz. Looks like you still have some fight left in you.
Ich will antworten, Barrett. Antworten! Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht? Sprich! Was hast du mit ihm gemacht? Antworte mir!
I can see you're upset. What's your name, friend? Name.
Ich muss wissen, was mit meinem Sohn passiert ist. Mit meinem Sohn. Mit Max. Hörst du? Max. Mein Sohn.
Max. That's a good name. A strong name. My name is Martin. Martin.
Deswegen bin ich hier. Nur deswegen.
Look behind you, friend. I've got far more guns than you have. Never mind them. They won't do anything unless you do.
Ja, ich sehe deine Männer, Barrett. Aber die sind mir egal. Egal! Hörst du? Du hast meinen Sohn getötet.
You're not a killer. You pull that trigger, and you end up just like me.
Ich mach das für Katrin. Für Katrin. Und für Lucie. Meine Lucie.
You don't want to end up like me. It's no fun. Trust me, Max.
Du sollst deinen Namen nicht sagen. Mein Sohn. Mein Junge.
Just put the gun down.
Ich hab keine Wahl. Ich muss es zu Ende bringen. Ich muss. Für Max. Für Katrin. Für mich.
We've all lost people we love. All of us.
Er war mein Junge. Er fehlt mir.
So, I went home. Took a couple of months to get there. But you should have seen Julia's face. Hell, you should have seen Taylor's.
That's done. That's ending number 2. Now you see me skip the last cutscene there. I'll be doing a completely separate video for that. But this time, what you'll need to do is obviously you can quit out of the credit scene as long as you got the achievement for that. And now we'll be doing chapter selecting part 3, chapter 6, and we'll have to go back over it as Kurt again, because this time we'll need to go and save Kurt when we get to the point.
Katrine showed me the letter. Kurt's search for Barrett had led him to the Belgian coast.
So go ahead, play as Harry again, and what I'm doing now is I'm actually just cutting out the just a couple of the bits. So I'll show you the collectibles just in case you forgot them. So grab the first collectible again. You can get the looking through the window achievement if you haven't got that already. But yeah, I'm just cutting out little bits of this scene. I know it might be a bit frustrating you having to do it again, but it's obviously all worth it for a nice 1000G and a full story experience. So yeah, go ahead, go back under, grab the other collectible, and then take the path as Kurt again. And now, when we are at this point with Harry, press the B button to save Kurt. Very important again. Press B. And now we will get the 5 endings.
Ist ein Feigling mit einer Kamera, der glaubt, wäre ein Held.
You are the finest of men, Harry.
I cannot bear the thought of a world without you in it. I love you. Now and always.
Go home, Harry. The first chance you get. Go home to your girl. Last picture, Fritz. So what about this one? Found this one in your inside pocket. What's so special about it, Fritz? Hang on a minute. That's me. Now you've really got my attention.
Keine Sorgen zu machen. Lucie braucht ihren Vater. Sie muss wissen, dass in Sicherheit ist.
Du, Papa, bleibst immer Freund. Das weiß ich.
You should never have come here, Fritz. You see, to me, you're just one last little bit of war left to fight. We're moments away from peace, you and I. Funny in a way. How about a photo? For posterity. You understand? I'll get the camera.
Lose not. That drunkard. I do not remember it clearly, but I escaped and I ran.
Ah! Fritz!
I made up my mind. I had a friend, and he needed my help. I wanted to help Kurt, but for all I knew, he'd kill me. So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now.
So then, each time you do this, you will have to play this little part as Harry. Again, later on, I've cut out this bit entirely and I've just gotten straight to the dialogue options. But now we are going for one more collectible to get all the collectibles done and to get the achievements. Now there's two paths you can take, as you can see. One going straight, but make sure first of all to take the right hand side. And this is where the final collectible is, so congratulations! Wow, what a... You've done awesome. Thank you for following this video if this is what you were after. I very much appreciate it, but well done anyway. Congratulations, that is all the collectibles done. That's another 2 achievements unlocked for you there. And that's it now. You don't have to collect this collectible every time you play this, by the way, so it's all good. Now, basically, it is just one forward straight path. You don't have to do anything. Another achievement you will unlock is, you see Harry's gun? That is the same gun as you took a picture of on Kurt's wall earlier. But actually unlock another achievement a little bit later on. And again, like I said, with all the dialogue options, if it says any up the top, you can click any dialogue, X or B, but obviously make sure, you get about 10 seconds to answer anyway, but obviously make sure to click either X or B of what you see on screen, and that will unlock the specific ending. So I won't be speaking for a while.
At first, they were just 2 figures in the distance. But the closer I got, the clearer it all became.
I think perhaps we got off on the wrong foot.
It was Barrett, all right, and Kurt had found him.
Hiding is not one of your strengths, I see. What was your plan, just out of interest? You come here, you find me. What then? You don't even speak English. What were you planning to do? Well, well, well. Harry? Harry Lambert? What the hell are you doing here, Harry?
Kurt, I can explain everything.
Harry? Was machst du denn hier? Huh?
I came here to save him. I'm so sorry, sir.
Ich will antworten, Barrett. Antworten! Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht? Sprich! Was hast du mit ihm gemacht? Antworte mir!
Jesus Christ, Harry! Who the hell are you fighting for?
Please, sir, just tell us. Did you kill that prisoner back in Vinny?
I don't know what he wants. He's crazy.
Na komm! Bring ihn zum Reden, Harry.
No, he's not crazy. He's a father.
Oh, du erinnerst dich an ihn. Ja, du hast ihm eine Waffe an den Kopf gehalten. Wie ich dir jetzt meine Waffe an den Kopf halte, das war mein Sohn.
Come on, Fritz. We've all lost someone we care about. It's war.
I'm here to help. Think of Katrine. Think of Lucie.
Ich mach das für Katrin. Für Katrin. Und für Lucie. Meine Lucie.
Just put the gun down. Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this. The war is over, Kurt. Peace. You understand this word? Peace!
Still. Sei einfach still. Halt einfach deine Klappe. Okay? Du hast keine Ahnung. Du verstehst das nicht, ha? Wie sich das anfühlt. Fühl mal! Fühl mal!
I don't know how you're mixed up in all this, but pull the trigger. Now!
Sometimes war is about making sacrifices for your country. He was my friend, but he was going to kill the Major. I am.
Yeah, the reason I cut the last cutscene of each ending, I don't want to spoil it for you guys, so that's why I cut that. And again, every time you do this, now you can, again, just quit out of the credits straight away, continue, and just go through the same little cutscene you did with Harry, and the different dialogue options you'll see on screen.
So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now, and the bird had found Kurt before. I survived, and I thought I'd heard gunshots. I had no idea if Kurt was nearby. But if he'd found Barrett, he wouldn't be safe. I had to hurry.
Harry? Harry Lambert? What the hell are you doing here?
Harry.
His name is Kurt. Please, sir, just do what he says.
Wait. What? So you do know this, Fritz?
I came here to save him. I'm so sorry, sir.
Jesus Christ, Harry! Who the hell are you fighting for?
Ich will antworten, Barrett. Antworten! Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht? Sprich! Was hast du mit ihm gemacht? Antworte mir!
Please, sir, just tell us. Did you kill that prisoner back in Vinny?
I don't know what he wants. He's crazy.
Na komm! Bring ihn zum Reden, Harry.
No, he's not crazy. He's a father.
Oh, du erinnerst dich an ihn. Ja, du hast ihm eine Waffe an den Kopf gehalten. Wie ich dir jetzt meine Waffe an den Kopf halte, das war mein Sohn.
Come on, Fritz. We've all lost someone we care about. It's war.
Did you kill that prisoner back in Vinny?
I don't remember, Harry. What's the German for probably?
Ich muss wissen, was mit meinem Sohn passiert ist. Mit meinem Sohn. Mit Max. Hörst du? Max. Mein Sohn.
Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this. Just get on your knees. I'm sure he'll calm down.
I am your commanding
Please,
officer,
sir.
Lambert. Point that gun somewhere else.
Na los! Wenn du schon hier bist, weil du alles bereust, Harry, dann töte ihn. Na komm schon!
In those final moments, my thoughts turned to Julia. To what could have been. Ah, Julia. So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now. I survived, and I thought I'd heard gunshots.
What the hell are you doing here, Harry?
Kurt, I can explain everything.
Harry? Was machst du denn hier? Huh?
Kurt, put the gun down. We can sort this out.
Ah, jetzt richtest du eine Waffe auf mich. Du bist wie er. Genau wie Barrett. Du bist wie alle.
I'm impressed, Fritz. Looks like you still have some fight left in you.
I came here to save you, Kurt. Don't do this.
Du hast mich verraten. Du hast von Max gewusst und nichts gesagt.
Say what you want about the Jerry, but they are persistent. All right. Okay. Lower the gun, and we'll talk.
Kurt, it's over. Can't you see? Look around you.
Und ich hab dich mal für meinen Freund gehalten.
Can everyone put their guns down so I can figure out what the hell is going on?
I'm here to help. Think of Katrine. Think of Lucie.
Ich mach das für Katrin. Für Katrin. Und für Lucie. Meine Lucie.
Just put the gun down. Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this. Just tell him his son's alive, sir, and we can all go home.
War mein Junge.
We've all lost people we love. All of us.
Fehlt mir.
So, that was it. The Major never forgave me. I lost everything. So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now, and the bird had found Kurt before. I survived, and I thought I'd heard gunshots. I had no idea if Kurt was nearby.
Harry? Harry Lambert? What the hell are you doing here?
Harry.
His name is Kurt. Please, sir, just do what he says.
Wait. What? So you do know this, Fritz?
I came here to save him. I'm so sorry, sir.
Jesus Christ, Harry! Who the hell are you fighting for?
Ich will antworten, Barrett. Antworten! Was hast du mit meinem Sohn gemacht? Sprich! Was hast du mit ihm gemacht? Antworte mir!
Please, sir, just tell us. Did you kill that prisoner back in Vinny?
I don't know what he wants. He's crazy.
Na komm! Bring ihn zum Reden, Harry.
No, he's not crazy. He's a father.
Oh, du erinnerst dich an ihn. Ja, du hast ihm eine Waffe an den Kopf gehalten. Wie ich dir jetzt meine Waffe an den Kopf halte, das war mein Sohn.
Come on, Fritz. We've all lost someone we care about. It's war.
Did you kill that prisoner back in Vinny?
I don't remember, Harry. What's the German for probably?
Ich muss wissen, was mit meinem Sohn passiert ist. Mit meinem Sohn. Mit Max. Hörst du? Max. Mein Sohn.
Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this! Just get on your knees. I'm sure he'll calm down.
I am your commanding
Please,
officer,
sir.
Lambert. Point that gun somewhere else.
Na los! Wenn du schon hier bist, weil du alles bereust, Harry, dann töte ihn. Na komm schon!
Sir, please, just call off the men and tell him what he wants to
Sein Name
hear.
ist Max. Max Waldner. Hörst du? Max Waldner. Er war mein Junge.
You think you're special just because you lost a son? The moment he pulls that trigger, your little friend here is dead.
Er war mein Junge.
No!
So, that was it. I lost everything. He was my friend. So I let the pigeon go. I wasn't far away now. I survived, and I thought I'd heard gunshots. I had no idea if Kurt was nearby.
Harry Lambert? What the hell are you doing here?
Harry.
Kurt, I can explain everything.
Harry? Was machst du denn hier? Huh?
Kurt, put the gun down. We can sort this out.
Ah, jetzt richtest du eine Waffe auf mich. Du bist wie er. Genau wie Barrett. Du bist wie alle.
I'm impressed, Fritz. Looks like you still have some fight left in you.
I came here to save you, Kurt. Don't do this!
Du hast mich verraten. Du hast von Max gewusst und nichts gesagt.
Say what you want about the Jerry, but they are persistent. All right. Okay. Lower the gun, and we'll talk.
Kurt, it's over. Can't you see? Look around you.
Und ich hab dich mal für meinen Freund gehalten.
Can everyone put their guns down so I can figure out what the hell is going on?
I'm here to help. Think of Katrine. Think of Lucie.
Ich mach das für Katrin. Für Katrin. Und für Lucie. Meine Lucie.
Just put the gun down. Look behind you, Fritz. I've got far more guns than you have.
Don't do this. The war is over, Kurt. Peace. You understand this word? Peace!
Still. Sei einfach still. Halt einfach deine Klappe. Okay? Du hast keine Ahnung. Du verstehst das nicht, ha? Wie sich das anfühlt. Fühl mal! Fühl mal!
I don't know how you're mixed up in all this, but pull the trigger. Now!
Please, just get on your knees.
Ich hab keine Wahl. Ich muss es zu Ende bringen. Ich muss! Für Max, für Katrin, für mich.
Why don't you hurry up and shoot each other? Save my men the hassle.
Kurt, it's over. Can't you see? Look around you. Oh!
In those final moments, my thoughts turned to Julia. Julia.
So there we have it then, guys and gals. 11/11 Memories Retold is absolutely done. I really, really, really want to appreciate and thank every single person who watches, likes, comments, and then eventually subscribes to my channel, because I love doing games like this. I love helping out you guys with more than just a Ratalaika game as well. Wink, wink. But no, seriously, I hope this entire video and part 1 has helped you out big time, because again, I enjoyed doing it. I thought the story was fantastic, and I hope you enjoyed it as well. So that should be that then. Now you should have 50 out of 50 unlocked. Again, thank you so much for watching, guys and gals. It has been an absolute pleasure. My 2 collectibles videos will be coming out soon, and all of the 7 endings will be coming out. So keep your eye out for them. But again, thank you very much. Please like, comment, and definitely subscribe. And I shall see you guys and gals in the next one.